This is Stooge Club! Well, that's right, it's that time of the day. It's time for another daily dose with the Stooge, and today's topic is, do you collect physical media? And why? So, I like stuff. I like physical stuff. I like being able to hold stuff. I like being able to own stuff. I like being able to watch stuff. Now, why do I like actually having this stuff in the era we live in of streaming, where you can pretty much get anything you want streaming at your fingertips anytime you want? Why have things? So a friend of mine just yesterday had been watching this, actually, Will and Grace. And it's been removed from Amazon Prime because the streaming rights have come up. It's now gone to another service. I don't know which one. But that means you can't just go onto Amazon Prime and watch it anymore, which means you're going to have to sign up to another service if you want to keep watching this, whichever one it's now gone to. Is it Netflix? Is it Hulu? Is it one of the billion other ones? Is it Peacock? Now, you might think I'm joking. You may think that's a joke. It's not a joke. NBC has a streaming service coming out called Peacock. Is it going to Peacock? Would they put Will and Grace on Peacock? And at the moment, you've got this big fight over streaming rights for all sorts of things. So movies are going to come and go and disappear off some services and appear on other services, or disappear for a while rights are getting worked out and all of that. The Office is moving services. Friends just moved services. All sorts of different things are getting pulled from here and taken over there, which means your money has to either go over there or you don't get it anymore. Whereas I can just pick it up and put it in whenever I want, and I've got the thing. You know, like these. I can literally just take it out. I feel like watching Scream. Put it in and watch the movie. It's real simple. Now, why games though? Same deal, right? Like, you could have just bought this on the Xbox or PlayStation service, and you don't have to have this on your shelf taking up space and room, and you know, it's cool to look at, and it's got the lenticular holographic-y thing happening, but why have this when you can just download it and it doesn't take up any space? What if your console dies? What if your account gets hacked? What if, like some games, they just get removed from the digital services, like all the Marvel Activision games that have disappeared, like Deadpool and all the rest of it, which you couldn't get for a while, and then you could get again, and then you can't get anymore, and who knows what's happening with them. They're just gone. Like, they never existed in the first place. And that's happened to a lot of stuff in the streaming realm. You've got stuff like, okay, the Nintendo eShop, right? Why own old Nintendo games? Why own old Super Nintendo games? Well, the Nintendo eShop's gone. And unless you still have your old Wii or Wii U with all of those games on on your console, you can't re-download them. They're gone. Even if you bought them and uninstalled them to make space for something else, you can't get them again. Even if you paid for it, they were never yours. They belong to someone else. You just were renting them. Whereas me, I can go put a cartridge in, put a original Xbox game in, play that whenever I want, throw a PS2 game in, play that whenever I want. I'm not limited to being stuck by what's available on that service at that time. Now, that comes with everything. So right now you've got, on the Nintendo Switch, yes, I've got the NES app, yes, I've got the Super Nintendo app as well. But we only get what they give us. You're limited to the titles that Nintendo provides you on those services. It's not like I can say, I want to buy this one game. Can I just buy this game so I can own it and have it on my thing? No. And even if I did buy it digitally, I wouldn't own it. I'd be licensing it, leasing it, renting it, however you want to put it, until Nintendo decided that goes off the service. And unless I have already downloaded it, or if I'd uninstalled it, I can't have it back. And that's money you spent on something that you don't own. So I know for some people, having stuff is a nightmare, and you just couldn't contemplate having that much stuff all the time, everywhere. But I'm a dude that doesn't mind. I grew up in the analog age where you either had to own it or you couldn't play it, watch it, enjoy it, listen to it, whatever the case is. By the last video, you see I buy vinyl because I like sound quality and I like owning music. Yeah, I could go to YouTube at any time I wanted and just type in the name of whatever artist was on any one of those discs and watch it and listen to it for free. But it's not the same. It doesn't sound the same. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't hit you the same way. You don't experience it the same way. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we've got a whole generation, or maybe two generations now, of people that have grown up with mostly digital media. And that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as you're enjoying music, enjoying movies, enjoying games, I have zero problem with it. Now, for everybody that's going to comment on this and be like, yeah, again, I have zero problem with digital downloads, and I have a whole ton of them myself. But in saying that, I do like being able to own something. And in the case of something like Will and Grace, that's no longer available on Amazon Prime, when I'm in the mood, I can still watch it. Well, that's your daily dose of the Stooge today. We're done. Let me know what you think. Till next time.